Hey everyone, I'm currently in Tokyo, actually in front of the Japan Meteorological Agency, and today we'll be going inside and having a look around at what they use for forecasting the weather here in Japan, but not just there, the entire Western Pacific as far as typhoon forecasting. I'll be joined by Dr. Bagtasa as well. Last week we were there at Bagtasa, or the Philippine Met Agency in Manila, so today, this week, taking a look around here in Tokyo. So that's the building behind me. Some pretty beautiful scenes out here though, and very fall-like weather here in late November. And just like the complex and confusing nature of fall-like weather in Tokyo, I was greeted really to a very similar circumstance once I entered the Japan Meteorological Agency, where I received an hour-and-a-half lecture on the weather models used by JMA and their techniques of creating such weather models and all the different aspects that go into forecasting from the agency. Problem was, it was all in Japanese. Now, I do speak a little Japanese, but that's not enough to grasp the full concept of this. Good news, they did give us these English booklets, so a lot of good information learned there, but definitely the highlight of this tour there of JMA was to look through the main forecasting room. Now, not to compare this with other agencies I have been to, but well, the Japan Meteorological Agency is definitely one of the most advanced ones I have seen. From Bagtasa, where they were printing stuff out on facsimile charts, the very large charts, at JMA, you can see here they actually use tablets to go through and draw their weather maps, and those are the ones that they post online. Also, upper level analysis is all done by computer, so a lot of model output put out here. But by no means is there a shortness of staff, and it doesn't mean that models are doing a lot of the work, because there was a full crew of what looks like experienced meteorologists at each one of these stations. You see the air pollution, 1 week forecast, daily forecast, aviation, tropical forecasting, the head meteorologist, and then the local meteorologist. Every single one of these stations was set and run by somebody separate, and really good news as far as the forecasting in Japan. Now, I know sometimes here at Westpac Weather we do disagree with JMA's track, but they are the official agency, and there is a reason for that. Their weather forecasting office here is just massive, very high budgeted, and there is a lot of experienced people working there, and that is one reason why we often use their track for the official track. So a lot of information used there, and definitely something that I would recommend anybody, if you do get the chance in Tokyo, to take a tour there at the JMA offices. Do stop by. Alright, so that is a look at the Japan Meteorological Agency, the inside of it. A lot of fancy equipment in there, definitely a playground if you are a meteorologist and really do want a lot of the equipment they have. Not to compare it with Bagtasa, but surely is night and day from what we saw last week as far as the equipment they have here, and definitely more than what I have at NHK. But yeah, that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching, and stay safe out there.